Good morning. I'm Yi Chen, PhD candidate from Purdue University. The paper I'm going to present is Effect of Travel Satisfaction on Subjective Well-being, the case of Chinese travelers. This paper is co-authored with Dr. Xinyan Leito and Dr. Liping Cai, also from Purdue University. The promotion of individual subjective well-being is a central goal of virtually all modern societies. Although indicators of subjective well-being has been investigated in many domains, their assessment within the tourism context are relatively rare. In addition, in China, where travel and tourism has been developed tremendously, the studies of Chinese subjective well-being are few. So the current study was carried out to fill these gaps to extend our understanding about the benefit of vacation. Subjective well-being refers to all the various types of evaluation people made of their life. It includes global life satisfaction, contentment with specific life domain, and positive and negative effect. Although there has been a great debate over the measurement of subjective well-being, scholars have reached a consensus that subjective well-being has both long-term stability and short-term variability. An increasing number of promotional campaigns suggested that travel or any vacation experience may have a positive effect on travelers' subjective well-being. Literature also suggested that travelers' subjective well-being is associated with their travel satisfaction. Since there has been no study comprehensively investigated this aspect, the focus of our study is to investigate the association between travel satisfaction and travelers' subjective well-being. Travel satisfaction involves satisfaction with travel experience and satisfaction with products and services. More specifically, satisfaction with travel experience refers to the affective response to the extent to which tour services fulfill travelers' needs. It's the conscious reflection about the services, about the experience remembered by the travelers. And satisfaction with travel products and services is the cognitive and economic judgment about the tour services provided by the tour providers. The distinctions between these two components was used in our study to develop our theoretical model. Literature about Chinese subjective well-being generally suggested that the differences between Western and Eastern culture may lead to significant implications for defining what good life is. The judgment of life satisfaction may be based more upon the intrinsic or emotional experience in some cultures, while it may be based more upon the social norms or social elements in others. Since existing literature about Chinese subjective well-being usually simply apply the measurement items developed by the Western culture, the study about the true structural characteristics of Chinese subjective well-being is still in its infancy. So, based upon our literature review, the study objects are to validate the measurement scale of subjective well-being in China and to examine the effect of travel satisfaction on Chinese subjective well-being. This is our research model. A self-administered survey was conducted to collect the data for our study. The data was collected in a city in the southeast part of China from January 2009 to March 2009. The respondents were asked to rate their travel satisfaction and subjective well-being after their trip during this 3-month period. A total of 152 responses were collected. The measurement items were borrowed from previous studies. Satisfaction with life scale was used to measure global life satisfaction and contentment with specific life domain. Affectometer 2 was used to measure travelers' affect. and satisfaction with travel services scale was used to measure traveler satisfaction with travel services, and the trip refraction scale was used to measure travelers' satisfaction with their travel experience. Here are our study results about the respondents' profile. Around 40% of them were male, and around 60% of them were female. Around 74% of them fell into the age category of 31 to 59 years old. In terms of education, around 30% of them had a bachelor's degree, and around 83% of them were married. Around 63% of them had a monthly household income around $440 to $1,400. Exploratory fact analysis and confirmatory fact analysis indicated that measurement items intended to measure satisfaction with travel experience and satisfaction with travel products and services were loaded on the expected underlying factor. And measurement items intended to measure global life satisfaction also loaded on the expected underlying factor. However, for the construct of contentment with specific life domain, the 12 original measurement items were reduced to 10, and these 10 items can be split into two factors after the factor analysis. These two factors are named as social support, which includes items family, friends, home, interpersonal relationship, and neighborhood. And the second factor, self and social economic environment, included items about economic situation, job, self, health, and nation. And for the effect construct, the 10 measurement items can be categorized into two. The 10 measurement items were reduced to 8, and these 8 items can be split into two factors also. The first factor, internal energy, is composed of items representing optimism, energy, cheerful, and thought clarity. And the second factor, external energy, is composed of items representing self-efficacy, social support, social interest, and freedom. Test of the overall model. The results indicated that travel satisfaction had a significant positive effect on subjective well-being, and all the major components of travel satisfaction and subjective well-being contributed significantly. In addition, satisfaction with travel services appeared to play a more important role than satisfaction with travel experience on travel satisfaction. And the global life satisfaction and contentment with specific life domain appear to play a more important role than effect on subjective well-being. The relationship between travel satisfaction and subjective well-being was also examined at a lower order model between the 7 lower order constructs. The results indicated that while satisfaction with travel services had significant impact on all aspects of subjective well-being, satisfaction with travel experience doesn't, except on the global life satisfaction. In addition, comparing the various effects of satisfaction with travel services on subjective well-being, their influence on global life satisfaction and contentment with self and social economic environment were greater than the effect on contentment with social support. And the effect on internal energy and external energy were very equivalent. So based upon our study results, we can conclude that Chinese travelers' subjective well-being has structural characteristics